Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back with some more My Hero Academia, this being the 18th episode of the 5th season, or episode 106, I believe, overall. And it seems like this episode is going to be pretty crazy. We got this crazy lunatic looking guy that we saw at the very end of the previous episode. I remember him from the preview, and I was like, okay, this dude looks insane. Like that smile. We even saw it at the end of the previous episode, that like insane smile this dude had. So it seems like things are definitely going to rev up with this episode, even in comparison to what we've had lately. And I don't know if this villain is going to be kind of around for a long time, or if it's gonna be like a one and done sort of deal. That it seems like it's gonna, like with how they're building it up, with how it seems like it's gonna be sort of a one and done deal. But you know, that's what we're here to do. We're here to see what this episode is gonna have, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty crazy, though. I would anticipate. And also another thing before we get into this episode, because I did talk about this in the previous episode, I was like, depending on not this episode, but the episode after this, depending on how that is handled, is going to be the deciding factor for me, like if I go and read the manga. Because apparently, well, people were thinking that after this episode, they're going to start MVA. But apparently, like from the preview shots, they're not starting MVA in the next episode. They're doing something else. I heard it's like something with vigilantes, like My Hero Vigilantes, or whatever, something with that sort of ties in with MHA, I think. I don't know. I didn't really look too much into it. All I heard is that they're not going to be having MVA in the next episode, so they're going to have like 5 or 6 episodes to adapt MVA, and that just does not sound good to most people. Like the pacing is not going to be good for that. So me, I'm in this position where I'm less like, I think I'm going to go to the manga. I'm like probably over 90% sure after, I would say, this episode or maybe next week's episode, I'm going to be going to the manga, and that's just what it is, right? I've been anime only with this series for over 100 episodes, you know, since the beginning, and the time has come. I don't know what else to really say about that. But for now, we're gonna, you know, sit back, enjoy this episode, and see what it has to offer. So yeah, let's hop into it. All right, y'all, and we're gonna hop into this one in 3, 2, 1, go. Several years ago. Okay. Endeavor doing Endeavor things. The first thing he like says of the man. You gonna leave it to them? You gonna leave it to them, bro? Oh, here he is. Dude was crazy about him. He like horny for him or something. Shit. I mean, that's part of Endeavor, yeah. That's kind of what he has going on. So that was the dude he caught with, like, with the red hair. His hope. He's become your hope. This man wants his life ended by him? This dude is a freak. Oh no. He's gonna go after his kids? The Unforgiven. This man gonna do everything just to make sure Endeavor ends up killing him. But it probably will not kill him. They'll probably just capture him or some shit, if anything, right? Put him back in jail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure who Toya is. I'm like, feel like 99% sure. But that would then mean that they think this certain character is alive, or dead, but he is actually alive. If it's who I think it is. In his mind, Dad killed him. We'll probably get more into that then, though, because this character is still alive. Like, we need to get more from this character's perspective. Man, you say it like that. She gave you such the nicest response, the kindest response. I love her, man. I was saying that I was like, someone needs to wife her up. She is great. I'll take any shine, any focus with her at all that I can get anytime. It's definitely welcome. It looks like this dude trying to maybe go after Natsu. Yup. Oh, so what? He has like long range sort of attacks. Oh god. Oh god. And they have no idea. Oh no. If this dude messing with Endeavor's fam, I was saying Endeavor won't kill him, but he might. Actually, no, I don't think it'll come to that. You gotta be even Bakugo kind of surprised. A driver like that for Bakugo kind of perfect though. Right. Oh my god. Okay, this is what he was going for. He like brought the action to them. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, so he's like a long range ranged attacker. Oh my. Oh, there he comes. There he comes. Yeah, like look, you messing with his fam? Such cheap tactics, bro. This is all this man is worried about. Oh, I'm not even surprised he actually remembers him. I was gonna say, do you think he remembers you? This dude is a freak. He didn't even let him finish either. Like, he was trying to like remember it. It's ending. Dude, look how freaking pissed, and rightfully so, that he is. I would not want to, but he wants this. He wants this. Don't give him what he wants. Even though he probably wants to kill him right now. Like, don't. That is true. That is true. Oh, shit. Y'all had to do all that to get out of here? I guess. Okay, boys. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice, Deku. Nice. All right, here we go. Yo, I kind of fuck with the driver, bro. The driver's pretty cool. Honestly. They would have forgot that shit. You thought it was just gonna be you and Endeavor, your sweet time with Endeavor, but oh. This is a great experience for them though, isn't it? Even compared to the stuff they've had already. Like this, especially a villain, sort of someone like this, like Jeez. Don't ruin my death. This dude. My hope. He's literally he's horny for him. And he keeps doing this. It's so cheap. You hear like, I feel like is that like a heartbeat in the background? I hear it in my headphones. It's like dum 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 dum. Endeavor actually stopped there. Like, he kind of, I don't think he meant to do that, obviously. Oh, Todoroki. Bakugo. Oh, that speed boost. Nice. See, it doesn't just have to be fighting someone. It doesn't have to be them fighting and shit, right? Like, it's all these other things that go into being a hero right here. Like, this is what it's all about. Yeah, Black Whip. Black Whip. Oh my god. Hey, a big part of it is from you, man. It really is. Obviously them, but Endeavor as well, obviously. Ooh, dude, these Todoroki, they had to go in for Todoroki because it's like Natsu and it's like the fam, but they had to go in for Todoroki especially. Oh yeah, that would probably be me. That'd probably be a bunch of people like throwing up and shit. Like a whole family was in that one car. Endeavor's just happy his freaking kid is okay. Oh, dude. Dude. Oh my god, man. White line jump. I love Endeavor, bro, and that just him, because he was probably thinking like, what if I just lost my son right here? Even with all this that's been said and all that it is, like, I still love my son. And like I said before in the previous episode, they still love him deep down. Like, that is still there. But he, like, that's a really real thing. He just kind of froze up and was all in his mind. Bakugo gonna shove it in his face. Like, none of this shit even matters to him right now. He just happy his freaking son is still good. Chill, Bakugo. Dude, this is all a part of what, you know, sort of accepting it, facing what it is, acknowledging what it is, and moving on. moving on from that as well. Like that's a big part that leads to more growth. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely, man. That struck a chord in him too. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. This is why his whole character arc and just his character in general, like he shot up so quickly for me, man. Like, man, you ruining the moment, bruh. You just ruined the moment. Get this guy out of here. Get this bozo out of here. Man, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about, dog. Get this get this bozo out of here. It can't always be like that, right? The dazzling, gleaming, flaming Endeavor. You know, he's a human being. I think that's what they're trying to go for it too, right? And even like it kind of makes me think about All Might and being the symbol of peace, like what comes a part of all of that and how he sees it. King explosion murder. He said, "What about me?" To the classic trope, the sneeze. Someone's talking about me. Oh, yeah, we're definitely gonna have something after the ED. I feel like, man. So yeah, I guess this villain is sort of like a one-off kind of thing. I was sort of expecting that to be honest, but what a bozo. Honestly, I mean, even some of the dialogue though, although the dude was crazy, some of the dialogue and some of the stuff that came with it, like I was sort of just talking about, kind of stood out to me. I guess with the dude, and I think this may apply to some certain other things we may have going on. Like we could take some things from here and apply this to maybe other villains, like more central or more important villains, I guess, in the series for stuff that's coming in the future. So yeah, but that's not even the standout thing. I mean, they kind of went in with some cuts and with some moments definitely there with, especially the trio, right? Especially the trio. So there was that, but that wasn't even like the standout thing. That dude sort of getting what he deserves because he wanted death from Endeavor, but he wasn't gonna get that. Like he just gonna go back into jail or some shit, right? So they didn't give him what he wanted, but dealt with him in the dealt with him in the right way, for sure. And the trio showing their growth. But that moment with Endeavor and Natsuo, That, man, and just like the dialogue in that scene. Whew, I loved that. I really loved that. Well, he's back. He's home. He's out. He's all good. Thank goodness. Fuyumi's face. Build a new house. Okay. This is what he was talking about when he was talking about the something that he was gonna do. He's gonna stay here, or man, every night weighing on his mind. There's this again too, and he's not there. Oh, we're not gonna get like it. Like there's still work he needs to do, or he needs to keep working on himself. I'm assuming that's probably what he means, right? There's still like progress. There's still a lot that he needs to, sort of do or show or get across, right? Or prove, I guess, to them. I guess that would be sort of where he was going with that. But I love the Endeavor stuff with this episode. Really the end of the previous season when they started going into that stuff, into this season as well. What we've had recently, I've really liked what they've been doing with Endeavor's character, and I only see him continuing to go up. Because I feel like we're still not there yet. We still have there's still more development to come. It seems like obviously with his character, and probably many more cool ass moments, epic ass moments, emotional moments to come with him. I definitely see that in the future of this series with how they've sort of built it up and how they've done it. Even the end of season 4, right when Todoroki was watching him, he said, "I'm watching, Dad," like that, and just dude, it takes me back there every time. So more scenes like that, I feel like are to come, for sure. And just like with the whole fam, right? So, because hopefully that does, come at some point. But yeah, that was probably the most standout thing with this episode for me was the Endeavor and Natsuo scene, for sure. But the trio was doing their thing, man, each in their own ways. Deku with Black Whip, Bakugo coming in there and catching Natsuo just in the nick of time. Todoroki, giving ending what he deserves. Definitely, because he deserved to go out the way that he didn't want to go out, and that's definitely what he did. And they kind of went in, they kind of snapped with some of the cuts and some of the the moments in there. So yeah, this was definitely probably the highlight of which I've liked the Endeavor Agency arc. Don't get me wrong, I definitely have enjoyed this arc. But this is probably the highest moment, I would say. But from a character perspective, I do appreciate. May not be like the fan favorite arc or anything like that. I wouldn't say this is really like my favorite arc in the whole series, obviously, or anything like that. But from a character perspective, I really appreciate and liked what this arc kind of did, because I think this is probably where this arc ends, right? And we'll see what we have in the future. I'm most likely going to be going to the manga. That's really what I'm leaning towards right now, because next episode they're not going to be going into MVA. And I could watch the preview here, but I already saw some of the preview shots and whatnot. I think I saw one preview shot on Twitter, and it was 3 characters. I think one character, the only character I recognized was Aizawa. I don't think I recognize the other two characters. But apparently they're going into something else, like with that in the next episode. And I guess it somehow ties in like vigilantes with this stuff or something. So we'll see more of that in the next episode. But I don't know if it's gonna be after this episode, like maybe sometime this upcoming, this next week that I'm gonna be going into the manga, or if it's gonna be after the next episode. But I'm like probably not over 90% sure, over 90% sure that that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'll be starting after joint training, after the joint training arc, and then kind of going on from there. So, yeah, this episode though, I really liked what we had with this episode. I think this was a really good episode. I think this is one of the more standout episodes of this whole season. I mean, I was gonna say this may be my favorite episode of this season, but actually, I would say that I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. I had to really sit down and think about it, but I would say this is probably like a top 3 episode for me of this season. I would say that. I think I can say that pretty confidently. So yeah, that about does it. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode of My Hero Academia. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.